Hello dear students, I am Sahana Prasad from Department of Commerce, Gopal Swami PU College, MYSURU. Welcome to Business Studies class. In today's session, let's continue with chapter 5, that is Emerging Modes of Business. This is session 3 and today's topic is Benefits of E-Business. Gone are those days when we had to plan to visit a market in order to buy a particular commodity. Nowadays, everything is one click away. You can place an order from your phone and the items will be delivered within few days. Online shopping is getting successful because of its convenience and simplicity. You know what is e-business? Doing business with the help of network, that we call it as e-business. In this session, let us see what are the benefits, that is advantages of e-business. First one is ease of formation and lower investment requirement. First of all, e-business is very easy to form. To set up a business or an industry, you need all essential requirements and it is time taking and time consuming. But to start e-business, it is very easy. Only thing is you should have a computer, a network and an internet facility. In fact, internet is responsible for the popularity of this space. You can set up online business even at your home if you have a computer device and a software with an internet connection. Even if you do not have much investment, that is net worth, but if you have contacts, that is a network, you can do fabulous business. You don't require much investment to start e-business. Let me give you one example. You imagine a restaurant that does not require any physical space, but you may have an online menu and a particular customer who wishes to place an order by looking at the menu, he has to visit the website of that particular restaurant and he places the order by looking at the menu. After placing the order, that in turn is routed to the restaurant which is located closest to his location, and later the food is prepared and it is delivered to the location of the customer and payment will be collected by the staff of the particular restaurant. So this is how e-business works. So it is relatively easy to form and you don't require much investment. Second benefit is convenience. Internet offers the convenience of working 365 days, 24 hours by 7 days a week. You can do online shopping whenever you want and from any place you can access. E-business ge inta timings anta illa. 365 days, even on Sundays or even on holidays you can do shopping and you can make use of e-business. You know, it offers the advantage of accessing anytime, anything and from anywhere you can access. So that is the second benefit of e-business, that is convenience. Third one is speed. The transaction a particular customer do when he does online shopping, just in a click on the mouse, he can do online shopping. Speed is very much essential here. So, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ನ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Just with a click of a mouse you can do shopping. See, this benefit, especially when it comes to speed, in case of information intensive products like software, music, videos, games, etc. All these can be delivered even online. Journals irbodu, newspapers irbodu, ellanu nimge online alle sigutte. Quick agi, speed agi sigutte. And with the electronic fund transfer technology, even money can be transferred easily. So, easily and quickly. So that is speed. So quick agi speed alli ನಾವು ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಈ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ರೀಚ್ or access. Internet is truly without boundaries. Internet do not have any boundary, and it of course it allows the seller to access the entire world. Entire world here means he can access the global market. And on the other hand, it also offers the buyer to buy products from anywhere from the world. ಈಗ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಾರಿನ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದ್ದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಟಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ you can easily access the websites or shopping sites all over the world. Here there is no restriction, there is no boundary. Of course the buyer has the freedom to access and he can buy whatever he wants from e-business. So this is fourth benefit, that is global reach or access. Fifth one is movement towards a paperless society. Movement towards a paperless society means earlier everything was manual. ಇವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. For example, Maruti Udyog, if it wants a particular raw materials or supplies of few materials, obviously it would order through online. And even government these days, even they are increasingly moving in the paperless society direction. Means ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಪೇಪರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈವನ್ allows the filing of returns, IT returns, income tax return. ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ದೀಸ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್. ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂಡ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಕಟ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಲೆಸ್ society. And talking about the benefits of e-business, it is very easy to start and it do not require any huge investment, and it is very easy to organize. You can set up e-business at your home with a computer device with an internet connection, and it is more economical. Economical means it is affordable, and here cost required to set up e-business is less, and of course it do not have any geographical boundary, and you can access anywhere anytime, and you can buy anything. And of course you have a flexible trading hours. There is there are no timings which is related to e-business. So this is benefits of e-business. Even though e-business has lot of advantages, like you can easily access, you have global access, it is easy to set up, and you can have quick and easy communication, and of course it do not require any physical space, and you also have government support, and of course it also builds a strong relationship between suppliers and consumers, and of course it provides a business to transact, to interact with consumers globally. Even though e-business has a lot of advantages, but still it has few limitations, that is disadvantages. Now let us see what are the limitations of e-business. First one is low personal touch. First disadvantage is low personal touch. If you want to buy a product online, of course you cannot verify the quality of the product. You cannot touch. When the product arrives, you will realize that the picture what I saw on a website, it was completely different. So low personal touch, and there is no scope to view the product before making the purchase of the product. Especially if you want to buy a particular cloth or a footwear, sometimes people, they usually have the tendency to verify the quality of the product, but here there is no scope for that. So that is one of the major limitations of e-business is low personal touch. Second is incongruence between order taking and order fulfillment speed. Incongruence between order taking or order fulfillment speed. What is incongruence? Incongruence means out of place or not in harmony. That is the meaning of incongruence. So incongruence between order taking or order fulfillment speed means even though you can place order just with a click of a mouse, but the delivery of the product takes lot of time. To dispatch the product sometimes takes 6 to 10 days. And of course the arrival of the products, you may receive those products after a month. So that is what it means, incongruence between order taking or order fulfillment speed. And sometimes due to technical reasons few websites do not open. So this may further frustrate the user. So frustration start agogutte user ge, website open aagta illa, order place ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So sometimes low internet connection irutte athwa web page alle eno problem irutte. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನೇ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಂತೂ ಖಂಡಿತ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್, ಫ್ಲಿಪ್ಕಾರ್ಟ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ. ಸೊ this is one of the limitations of e-business. Third is need for technology capability and competence of parties to e-business. See, need for technology capability and competence of parties to e-business means if you want to do online shopping or if you want to make use of e-business, you should know the technology of using it. And of course, you should be familiar with the usage of computer. If you do not have any knowledge, if you are not familiar with the usage of computer, obviously you cannot make use of e-business, and that is the limitations of e-business. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ರೂರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ. And obviously there is a need for technology capability and competence of parties to e-business. So those are familiar with computers and those who have knowledge to make use of e-business, only they can make use of it. So that is the disadvantage. Fourth one is increased risk due to anonymity and non-traceability of parties. See, obviously there is an increased risk due to anonymity and non-traceability of party. Now ಯಾರಿಂದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್, he may be a fraud, so he may cheat the customers. There is a possibility of cheating the customers. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ anonymity, unknown seller, untrusted seller, you can't trust. And of course the internet transaction is between cyber personalities, but obviously it is difficult to establish identity between two parties. ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಬೈಯರ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವನು ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸ್ಕಿಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್, but sometimes what happens when you have to buy a product, obviously you enter the details of your credit card, and sometimes it leads to leakage of information relating to your credit card details. And there are also other problems like virus and hacking. So all these are limitations of e-business. There is a increased risk due to anonymity. Buyers deal with ಅನೋನಿಮಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್. ಅವನೇನು ಆ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್ನ ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನ್ ಟ್ರೇಸಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ರೇಸ್ ದೆಮ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. People resistance. Sometimes, for few people to adjust to new technology, it becomes difficult for them. That is why few people, they resist to enter into e-business. Hosa tara business madadikagli, for few people it causes stress. That is why few people resist to enter into e-business. So that is one of the limitation of e-business. That is people resistance. Sixth one is ethical fallout. To make you understand this point, let me give you an example. If you are working in a company, let us assume that you have decided to quit. You have posted an email to your friend, and your manager one day, he suddenly asks you regarding your resignation letter. And of course, you have not posted any email to your boss regarding your resignation. But how come your boss, he knows about your resignation letter? These days, companies use an electronic eye to keep a track of the computer files you use, your email account, the websites you visit, etc. Is it ethical? Is it right? ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮೇಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಏನೇನು ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನೋಡೋದು ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಫಾಲ್ಔಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ನೀವು ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದರದೊಂದು ಕಾಪಿನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಬಾಸ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವಿನ್ನೂ ಬಾಸ್ಗೆ ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಲೆಟ್ರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್? He is keeping an eye, electronic eye on your computer. So that is ethical fallout. Is it right? There is a question mark. So that is ethical fallout. So that is a major disadvantage of e-business. So these are the various limitations of e-business. Low personal touch, incongruence between order taking, order fulfillment speed, need for technology capability and competence of parties to e-business, increased risk due to anonymity and non-traceability of parties, people resistance, and ethical fallout. And of course, not only these limitations, obviously there is no face-to-face contact between buyers and sellers. And of course, there is a possibility of misusing of your bank details. And there is a high internet risk relating to hacking and making internet fraud. And of course, internet frauds are committed through hacking. And of course, there are some issues with the delivery also. And few online shopping sites, it comes with a money back policy, that is product return policy. However, they do not work efficiently, and that obviously it leads to dissatisfaction of the customer. ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮನಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ನಿಮಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್. And obviously a few buyers, they compare the price and the product. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the person who is doing a business, he will have a pressure to lower the price of the product. And obviously this forces the merchant to compete on price, and he has to reduce their profit margin. And of course, you need internet access. Suppose if there is a problem with the network, or sometimes a few buyers, they may find it difficult to access a particular website, it leads to frustration of the user. These are all certain other limitations of e-business. So in this session, I explained the benefits of e-business and limitations of e-business, and I hope you have understood today's session. Thank you.